Hey guys, and welcome to my review of Venom. Now, Venom was okay, I think. It wasn't the best movie. It's Sony, so it wasn't going to be the best movie anyways. I had really high hopes for this movie, and when I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, my hopes just dropped down to the bottom. I did not have high hopes for this movie at all. I thought it was going to be like Fantastic Four, Fantastic, as I call it, but thankfully it was not. This was actually a pretty okay, good, whatever. Fine. This was a fine movie. Now, this video does contain spoilers, so please click off the video if you don't want any spoilers. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Everyone who doesn't want spoilers should probably be gone by now. Tom Hardy is like the perfect Eddie Brock. I think he played Eddie Brock great. I think much better than Topher Grace. This guy is perfect as Eddie Brock. He's what I imagined Eddie Brock to look like if he was like a real guy. Venom looks so awesome. The CGI is very, very good. He looks absolutely amazing. And I'm kind of glad they didn't give him, the white spider on the chest, because it wouldn't make sense if he hadn't known Spider-Man previously, so I'm glad they didn't do that. And the Venom voice was really great too. Tom Hardy did a phenomenal job with that. My favorite part of the movie was, the parts where Eddie Brock and the Venom symbiote, as they call it in the movie, they call it symbiote in the movie, so that's what I'm calling it for this video. My favorite part was where those two interacted and how they interacted with each other. I think that worked very good. That was by far my favorite part of the movie. The dialogue was great. However, I didn't care at all about his relationship with Anne, whatever her name was. I think her name was Anne. I didn't care about it at all. I think she was very unnecessary. I didn't care about her one bit. Now, hardcore. How I can't talk. Um, uh, the Venom symbiote bonds to her to Anne to get back to Tom Hardy, and then she takes out the bad guys and stuff, and she's revealed as She Venom, like right out of the comics. Her look, that was the only point where I liked her in the movie, which, funnily enough, she wasn't the only character where I only liked the character when they were bonded to the symbiote. I'll get into that later. I honestly, Riz Ahmed, I can't remember the name of the character in the movie, so I'm going to call him Riz Ahmed because that's the actor who plays him. I can't remember the name of the character, sorry. But I think Riz Ahmed was not as boring as I had heard he was. I mean, sure, he was still a pretty boring villain until he put on the Riot symbiote. But I still didn't really like him as, a villain. He was okay, but not as boring as people had told me he was. But man, Riot looks awesome. He looks so cool. It's incredible the way his, axes fly everywhere. He looks so awesome. I thought that he was also probably one of my favorite parts of the movies. Not Riz Ahmed, but Riot. When he put on the symbiote, he was boring when he didn't have it on, and he was not when he did have it on. The final fight was also one of my favorite parts of the movie. All in all, I think Riot was a pretty good villain, or at least when he was wearing the symbiote. When he was not, he was, kind of boring. I think this movie would have been a lot better if it was R-rated, if we saw Venom, eat heads off and pull arms off and chop them into his mouth. I think that would have been a lot better if it was R-rated. And now it's time to talk about the mid-credits scene. Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, whatever, scores an interview with Cletus fucking Cassidy, who is, Carnage in the comics, and he's obviously going to be the villain in the next one. I really hope they do another one where we get to see, more She-Venom and, Carnage, whatever. So he scores an interview with Cletus Cassidy, who's played by Woody Harrelson, with a red wig. A red curly wig. I would have liked it more probably if the hair wasn't curly, and also I would have really liked it if Cletus Cassidy could have been played by Cameron Monaghan from Gotham, who plays Jerome and Jeremiah. I really think he would have been like the ideal choice for Cletus Cassidy. But since Gotham season 5 is coming up and he's playing presumably a pretty big role in there, I get why he's not playing Cletus Cassidy. All in all, Venom definitely does not deserve the beating that it got on Rotten Tomatoes and the critics. And I've heard rumors about Lady Gaga fans intentionally, giving Venom bad reviews so people will watch A Star is Born instead, which is just messed up. Like, seriously. I'm not gonna watch that movie. I wasn't gonna watch it anyways. So, yeah. Venom doesn't deserve the beating that it got on Rotten Tomatoes or from the critics. I think Venom is a pretty okay movie. It's not good, it's not bad either. I think it's just kind of there in the middle. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Please leave a comment. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, my Instagram is at jackknight_the_mad_pizza. It's on the screen, and I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.